Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a great day today. Yep, I'm live officially. It's been a while, and I thought I wouldn't be online today, but I'm grateful I am online. How is your day going? If you are just joining, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to share, guys. It's been a while. Happy Sunday, everybody. If you just coming in, let me know where you're watching me from. I want to know where you're watching me from. I want us to have, a great time today. And today we'll be talking about self-love. And that's like a very great topic where because a lot of time or most of the time we don't really talk about that. Not because, it's not important, but because I think we don't really see a need for that. So let me know where you're watching me from. Happy Sunday to you. You're so welcome today. It's a great day, Sunday. The weather is warming up. Things are becoming more dandier and fancy and fascinating and every good thing that you can actually think of. So let me know how your day is going. So guys, I'm so grateful. If you are just coming in, like I said, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe if you are not already subscribed to this channel, guys. So I'm so excited. I'm really, really excited for today's topic. It's a great topic, actually. I want us to talk today about how to love yourself. Let's learn how to love ourselves because most of the time, though, when you tell people that, oh, love yourself and all those kind of things, a lot of people think that loving yourself is like being selfish, is being self-centered. It's actually a very bad thing to do. Well, I'm here to tell you it's not a crime to love yourself, okay? It's so good. You need to love yourself because when you love yourself, I'm telling you that you will really love to start living because that moment when you really love yourself, it's time that you begin to realize that, hey, these are the potentials that I have and all of that. Mommy, good evening to you. I know it's almost midnight your time. Thank you so much for coming on and watching all the way from Cameroon. A shout out to you, beautiful lady, amazing woman who has actually, been that person who has taught me to love myself. Mommy, thank you so much. I love you. You're great. Hi, Peter. How you doing? Where you watching me from? I think this is the first time I'm seeing you. Where you watching me from? I want to hear where you watching me from and how you are doing. How is your Sunday going? Wherever you come watching from. So, like I was saying, today I want us to talk about a very important topic, how to love yourself, learning to love yourself. And it's really a great thing for you to be able to love yourself because it's a like we're in the US. Where are you watching me from? And how is your weather in your state? How is it going over there? So, like I said, it's really, really, very important for you to love yourself because there are so many reasons why sometimes you feel hurt and you're like, oh my gosh, I really feel bad. I feel down because of, whatsoever thing. I want us to really dive into that. But before we dive into it, and my goal is at the end of this live stream, I want you to be able to know what self love is. Self love and self worth can be used interchangeably. So, what self love is, I want us to know why self love is important. And I'll be answering questions who needs self love and also tips to learn how to love yourself. So, these are the things that we will be talking about today, guys. So, without further ado, let's just get started and all of that. So, the very first thing, I want us to talk about is self love. What is self love? Because as you can see from the title, we are learning today how to love ourselves. We are learning today how to be a better version of ourselves because if you are new to my channel, you will maybe at one point or the other, you will have heard me say, oh, be a better version of yourself. How can you really be a better version of yourself if you don't even know yourself, if you don't love yourself? Okay. So what is self-love? So I want it to be very clear today that loving yourself is not like a feeling of like, oh, I feel I love myself. No. Loving yourself is a lifestyle. It is a continuous thing. Loving yourself is not just a one-time process. It's a like I said, it is a lifestyle. It is a continuous process. So just because you loved yourself yesterday doesn't mean today's a new day. You don't get to love yourself. No, today is a new day. It means you should love yourself even better. So being a better version of yourself means, oh, yesterday I spent maybe a minute loving myself, for example, in quotes. So today you have to even do more. So it's like one step at a time, like when you climbing a ladder, and the more you climb up that ladder, that's what's going on. The higher you go, you keep loving yourself. But if you cannot really love yourself, you cannot really love yourself if you don't know who you are. Yes, mommy. My mom is saying that it's very important loving yourself. That's right. It's very important. We cannot emphasize, or we cannot overemphasize the importance of loving yourself. Loving yourself is a lifestyle. There are some people, some people have kids, you have your mom, your dad, and all of that. You do love them, but you can never really love them more than yourself. Because in as much as if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your kids, you can't take care of your husband, your wife, your family. You can't take care of them if you don't even take care of yourself. So taking care of yourself means that you love yourself. So it will determine, loving yourself rather, and taking care of yourself will determine the extent to which you value yourself. Remember, self-love comes with value. If you don't have value, or if you don't add value to yourself, you can't even love yourself. So like I was saying, that loving yourself is a lifestyle. It's not just a feeling, oh, I love myself. Sometimes in broken English, you hear people say, oh, I overlove myself. So it doesn't mean that it's a feeling. No, it is a lifestyle. Self-love means that you have to put your past, your present, and your future. So self-love is, hey, what happened in the past? Oh, I made some mistakes. I didn't make some very good choices in life. So those were the things that I said. So at first, I didn't make so many good choices in life. That's my past. Oh, I made mistakes. Right now, I want to be a better version of myself, which is your present. Yesterday or last year, I misuse my time. I misuse my funds and finances and all whatnot. This year, I want to be a better version of myself. I want to make better choices. So the mistakes of the past, how do you correct it, is the present. And the future will be affected, or the changes you made today in your present about your past will determine your future. That is self-love. Oh, I never took care of myself. Oh, I never used to exercise. I never used to do this. Right now, that's the mistake of the past. Right now, I'm making that choice. I want to make better choices. I want to make, better decisions. And your future will be affected. That is self-love, irrespective of what area or what part of your life it is that you want to do that with. It could be in your finances, it could be in your career, it could be in your social life, it could just be in whatever aspects of your life or whatever facet of your life it is that you want to take care of. So that's self-love. Like I said, it's not just a feeling, oh, I feel that I love myself. No, it's a lifestyle. It is a continuous process. It's not, I did it yesterday, so I can't do it today. No, it's a continuous thing. So why is self-love really important? Because like I said, why is self-love really important? We really need to love ourselves, because if you don't love yourself, you can't be happy. If you don't love yourself, you cannot impact somebody's life. If you don't love yourself, yeah, you're saying that's just the reality of life. That's right. It's the reality of life. If you cannot love yourself, you cannot even love somebody. Remember that love comes from inside out. So it's from within, without. It's not from outside, inside. Like I was talking to somebody the other day and I said, hey, listen, your love or satisfaction in life does not come from people outward, the outward people, or from people outside. It comes from inside out. So if you cannot, and if you do not love yourself and be happy, don't think that somebody's going to give you happiness. As simple as that. Nobody's going to come here and give you happiness if you can give yourself happiness. Like I always say, another person is just a cherry on top or the icing on the cake. As simple as that, guys. So why is self-love really important, guys? Because when you have that self-love, you'll be happy and you will be more confident. You will be able to even go for your dreams. Maybe growing up as a kid, you've always wanted to go to medical school, maybe be a doctor, be a physician, be a pharmacist, maybe start modeling or whatsoever it is, that dream, or a TV presenter. As time goes on and all this kind of stuff, you just ended up, or you realize that you don't want to do those things anymore, and maybe you became depressed or because of whatsoever. When you begin to love yourself, I'm telling you, you will realize that you will be happy. You will even be happier, because why? The self-love comes from inside outward. It makes you to be happy to get up. Depression, and I was telling somebody the other day, I said in Africa, most of the time, they don't really tell people, they don't really talk to people about mental health. They don't really tell you that, oh my gosh, this what's going on and all whatnot. And you are really down because of some mental health thing, because a lot of people are not even aware of mental health and all of that. So when I, started realizing how mental health really affects people. And I was like, oh my gosh, a lot of people don't even know this. A lot of people are out here, they don't even know that this thing is affecting them. So when you begin to love yourself, a lot of suicidal ideations will be eradicated. Why? Because you love yourself. You don't feel like killing yourself for whatsoever reason. You'll be like, oh, I'm happy, irrespective of, sometimes I say life can be tough. And I always say that when life gives you lemons, make lemonade with it. And you don't even know the quantity of lemonade you need. Give it to God. Like, God, I feel down, I feel downcasted and all whatnot. And God is going to help you. So it's the same thing, that is going on with life. If it doesn't matter what you're really going through, you can be feeling down, like, oh my gosh, I feel that I'm losing it and all whatnot. But if you start loving yourself, I'm telling you, you'll be happier. You'll be able to get up, rise up every day and go for your dreams, realize your goals and all those kind of good things that we talk about on this channel, guys. So if you are new to this channel, on here we talk about self-love, we talk about, building each other up, and we tell everybody that you're beautiful and you are the beauty of Christ, in a godly way, in a respectable way, and, in a should I say self-confident, and every good thing that you can think of way, build each other up. So that's what it is. Why self-love is important. It's going to make you happy. It's going to make you a better person. And it's going to bring out the best in you when you begin to love yourself. It could be at your job place. It could be in your school, in your relationships with your spouse, your significant other, your kids, and every other person that you are in a relationship with. Even at work, I'm telling you that the days that you feel good, you are good, and all of that, even your output at work is different, right? You can bear with me like that, guys. So the next thing I want to talk about is who really needs this self-love that we're about to dissect, in a jiffy. Like, who needs it? Everybody. It's not about a particular color people. Oh, maybe red people need love. Oh, black people, red people, white people, purple people, pink people need love. No, everybody needs love. There's no age requirements for anybody who needs love. No, definitely not. There's no age requirement. Like I said, there's no age requirement at all. Everybody needs love. Everybody. You can be a baby, teenager, toddler, whatsoever you may be, just a newborn. We all need love. When you give birth to your baby, they tell you that, oh my God, listen, you have to suckle your baby. And when you suckle your baby, at the end of the day, you have to make sure you guys are bonding and all those good things. So everybody needs love. And one of the things I realized is a lot of people sometimes, they don't really have love, not because they don't want love, but because sometimes they are not super confident, of who they are because of the kind of traumatic experiences that they have gone through in life. Maybe you were in an abusive relationship. Maybe you had a traumatic or an abusive upbringing and all those kind of stuff. Maybe people talk bad at you. Maybe you are not so confident in yourself that, oh, maybe I'm beautiful. Oh, I'm amazing. Oh, I'm this. Because of that, it makes you to not even be super confident in who you are, and what you are about. So because of all those things, it begins to make you like, oh my gosh, I don't think I'm beautiful. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm worthy. And all those things. Sometimes it can be different kinds of abuse. It could be sexual abuse. It could be a drug abuse. It could just be whatever, a traumatic experience that happened. Sometimes you see some people tell you, oh, when I was a kid, this what happened. Oh, some years ago, this what happened. You see lots of people with PTSD and they tell you, oh my gosh, I don't think I'm worthy. I don't think I'm in all of these things. That's what makes people not to even have self-love or self-confidence in themselves. So I want us to now talk about the tips to learn to self-love yourself. So what are some of the things that you need to do, that I need to do, for us to actually begin to love ourselves? Like I said, loving yourself is very important. It's king. The first thing is, I always say this all the time: nobody is above, you know anything or anybody. Most of the time we think that we don't need love. Sometimes we think that, oh my gosh, I don't think I really need this, I don't think I'm going to do this, and all whatnot. The first thing, guys, is you have to accept that you need love. Some people think that they know it all. Some people think that, oh my gosh, you know what, I got this. Some people think that, oh my gosh, I don't care what you say or what you're not saying, I don't need this, and all whatnot. Nobody knows it all. Nobody has it all. Everybody is not supposed to be an island. You listen, you're not supposed to be an island. You are supposed to be loved. So nobody was created to be an island initially. You were created for, or you are created for a reason, for a purpose. So in as much as you are there trying to love yourself and all those good yummy stuff, you are a child of God. So you were meant to be loved and to love. So accept that you need self-love. Accept that you need love. Accept that, hey, you know what? I need to be loved because I am human. I need love because, hey, I need it. You are a human being. So the very first tip for you to love yourself is you need to accept that you need love. So that's the very first thing I was spoken about, that nobody knows it all. You are not all powerful. You need love in some way, shape, or form. As simple as that, guys. So the next thing is that you have to actually take out that idea that, oh, I'm perfect, I don't need nobody. We all need each other, like I said in the first point. So you need to cast out that fear that, oh, I need to be perfect. For example, you may be a mother and all those kind of stuff, and you are like, oh my gosh, I need to be a perfect person for me to be in a relationship. I need to be a perfect person to be a better mother, a better sister, or a better public figure. I need to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect at whatever. You just need to accept that you need love, and you need to cast out that idea of perfection, so much so that, hey, that's just me. I'm happy the way I am. I'm contented. Hey, I don't need to be perfect, to love people and love myself. Most importantly, remember, because sometimes when you put that bar like, oh, I need to be perfect at this, just because you say that you want to be perfect at that thing, I'm telling you, you'll be so hard on yourself. You will always be like your worst critic, always criticizing yourself, bashing yourself. Oh, I don't think I'm worthy. I don't think I'm good enough. I'm good for nothing, yada, 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 and all those kind of stuff. So it's very good that cast out that idea that you need to be perfect for you to love yourself. No, you don't need to. Just love yourself the way you are. So, guys, the very next thing is that you need to forgive yourself for the mistakes that you do. For you to love yourself, there will always be a time that you will make not so good choices. Sometimes I don't really want to call them that they're mistakes per se, but those not so good choices are to make you a better version of yourself. Those not so good choices are so that you build yourself up. Those not so good choices is so much so that, hey, you will be happy. You can be happy. Those not so good choices is so that you will be like, okay, I made not so good choices. Tomorrow is another opportunity for me to be happy, for me to excel, for me to be joyful, and every good thing that you can think of, right? So it's okay. Forgive yourself for the not so good choices you made. Yesterday, maybe you were supposed to not have squandered all your money and you squandered it all yesterday. Today is another day. Make good choices. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't think that you're supposed to be all perfect and all of that. There is nobody out there that is perfect. There's nobody out there that is perfect. You are not perfect. I talk here, I'm not perfect. Nobody out there is not perfect. Even the public figures that you look up to, none of them are perfect. But hey, life still goes on. So you always have an opportunity for you to move on. Forgive yourself for the not so good choices. There are better days ahead. If you have another opportunity, to be a better version of yourself and all those good, yummy stuff, right? You can do it, guys. The next thing I want to talk about is that for you to love yourself, you need to set boundaries. Yeah, I think on this channel, I've been talking a lot about boundaries. You need to set boundaries and learn to say no to other people. You know, it's okay to say no sometimes. I've had a video where I said, hey, it's okay to say no. And some people may call you selfish, some people may call you self-centered, some people may tell you that you're egocentric and all those mean, demeaning stuff. It's okay for them to say that. But I am going to tell you that it's okay to say no, set boundaries, just because, you shouldn't just say, oh my gosh, I think there's this show on YouTube and all over, sometimes on TV, and you see people talking about fatal attraction, or some people say, oh, I did this for my man. And when you see the reporters and the people analyzing the show, they'll tell you that this person had a traumatic experience. Oh, they didn't have any self-love in them or with them, or not with them, rather they didn't have any self-love. They thought because, or maybe because of a traumatic experience that happened while they were growing up, that's what made them to make not so good choices. They did not learn to set boundaries. They were just there like, oh my gosh, I think I need to be this perfect person, or I'm going to do this for my man just because I want to keep a relationship. Why? Because they grew up in a very toxic environment. They grew up in a very toxic place, and everywhere was just a mess and all this kind of stuff, right? So it's the same thing with people, with you and I. You and I right now, you don't have to just say, oh my gosh, I think I'm good for nothing. So if anybody comes my way and they say, oh, do this, oh, I'm not going to say no. If I say no, it's going to be a bad thing. And that thing was good for you to have said no, because you are setting boundaries. So it's okay, totally fine. Don't feel guilty when you tell people no sometimes. It's okay. Say no to people around you, your friends, your family, your loved ones, even your significant other. Tell them no sometimes, not because you're being mean, but because you are setting boundaries, or because you are trying to say no for your own mental health. Because to you, if you are not even okay, if you are not happy, if you don't love yourself, if you don't have that persona, that ability for you to move with your head high, trust me, that's not going to work. You will not be happy. The people around you will not be happy, because they always say that, oh my gosh, for example, they say, oh, a woman controls the environment of the house. That's true to an extent. A man too can control the environment. So imagine if you woke up, let's say, like some people say, oh, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed and all those kind of stuff. Good for you. If you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, imagine you going to work. Okay, I'm not in the mood today. Oh, I'm not good for nothing. Oh, maybe that's why things are the way they are in my life. The next thing, before you even know it, oh my gosh, boom, you go to work, you have attitude, maybe you end up losing your job, and you come back home, everything is good. Oh my gosh, why don't I ever keep a job? Oh my gosh, look, this what happened. I don't think I'm good enough for anything. Oh, I'm good for nothing. Oh, my friend said this to me. Oh, that's why it's happening like this. You start playing the blame game. But if you had just said no, maybe at night, maybe your friend said, oh, let's go out on a party. If you had just said no to that, you don't have to go out with them because you want to feel that you belong. So just because you said no, or you didn't say no, you end up ruining your entire day and everything goes downhill, right? So it's the same thing. Learn to say no, learn to set boundaries. It's totally fine. So don't feel bad. Don't feel that, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough for anything. No, it's fine to set boundaries. Like I said, you should start setting boundaries. It's gonna be so worth it. We are talking about self-love. I want to know in the comment section, guys, what do you do for your self-love? What do you really do when, like, I need to give myself a treat, what do you really do when you feel that, oh, I love myself, well, like I said, it's not a feeling, it's a lifestyle. What are some of the things that you do when you feel that, hey, I need to give myself a treat? How do you self-love, or how do you treat yourself in a very good way, making you feel all kind, happy, and all those good things? Let me know, guys. So the next thing I want us to talk about is that for you, when you grew up, the era in which you grow up rather, is going to determine how you think and how you react to certain things, right? So imagine you as an individual, you're like, I don't think I'm good for nothing. Growing up, people thought I would never make it in this life. Imagine you growing up in an environment like that. So now you're grown, you're big, and everything is going all dandy and fine and, bougie, good, everything, right? So you have set goals, you have done all these things that we have mentioned before now. How do you really self-love yourself? Because like I said, you grew up knowing you're good for nothing, right? You can never realize or accomplish rather any goal. So right now, you set boundaries, you accept that you need love, you've casted out that idea that, oh, I need to be perfect for me to be worthy, to be good for something and all those things and all whatnot. And you've set goals, you've learned to say no. So what's the next thing? To self-love yourself. You need to set goals and accomplish them. When you accomplish goals, right? There's this self-worthiness that comes in you because, hey, just because let me say I'm trying to write an exam, or let's say I'm trying to learn how to drive, for example, and people said, oh, Bella, you know what, you can never drive. You will be the most terrible driver in this whole planet Earth, right? So good and fine, and boom, you struggle and trying to do your best. And what happens? You finally start driving, you get your license, and you are now driving, you get a car. What happens? You have that sense of worthiness, that self-love, like, oh my gosh, they thought I would never do this. They thought I would never achieve these goals, but I have finally achieved them. What's going on with you? You are so happy, right? You're excited. Oh my gosh, I'm good for something. You love yourself even more. Why? Against all odds, I can achieve this thing that I've always wanted to be. Maybe they told you that you can never maybe pass your examination. You decided to burn the midnight candle day in, day out, and you're boom, 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 boom. What happens? You finally realize those goals and the dreams. And what happens? You're proud of yourself. You now have great things you're doing. You're happy. Guess what? Life continues, and wow, right? That self-love comes in. Why? Because people said you're good for nothing. Right now, you have set goals, you've accomplished them, you have realized those goals that you thought you could or you can never have. And what happens? You are happy, right? That's self-love. That's another way for you to love yourself, to develop your self-worth and your self-confidence, right? So that self-confidence that people have and all of that, when you set goals, you realize them. And sometimes you'll be like, I don't think I've really accomplished anything this year or whenever. And what happens? You take a list, you write everything down. You say, oh, wow, this week I thought I didn't do anything, but I've done a lot. It may not be the biggest things that you want in life. It may be the most small or the smallest thing that you want. You've realized those things. Guess what? You're happy. Life continues. You make merry, right? It's as simple as that, guys. So the next thing I want to talk about is that you should find something that you are good at. There was one time in my life I was like, well, what am I really good at? Because you don't even know what you're good at, right? You may know what you're good at sometimes, but you may not know everything that you are good at. So it's as simple as that. So I was like, oh my gosh, what am I really good at? I don't really know what I'm good at, yada, 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 and all those kind of stuff. And with time, I just realized that, oh, I like to do this. Let me do it. Because for you to even realize what you are good at, is as simple as just start with something, to do something. Mom is saying it's always good to have a willpower. That's right. You have to have a willpower, because if you don't have willpower, I'm telling you, when it comes to boundaries and not saying no, it's like this peer pressure. Peer pressure sometimes really disturbs, people, and can make you make not so good choices in life, and you will regret it. Just because everybody's doing something doesn't mean you should go ahead and do it. They may have the grace for that, right? So it's as simple as that, guys. So like I was saying, that you should find something you're good at and begin to do it. It can be as little as whatsoever. People may not even see that thing that you are good at yet, and people may not even appreciate what you are good at. It may seem like you're wasting time when you begin to do the things that you like and the things that you are good at. So find something that you like and do it. Find something that you are good at and do it. I love music. I've always loved music. And it came a point in time, I'll just always, sing. Sometimes I'm home, I'll just write some lyrics that it may not even be the best in the world, but I'll write it when I'm just home. And I just realized I started like isolating myself. And it used to bring me so much joy. I would go to my mom, like, oh, mom, see this. I'll go to my auntie, my family, like, oh, they should see what I wrote. And I'll try to make a melody out of it, right? And that was something that I liked. And that made me love myself, like, oh, I'm good at least at this thing. And with time, I started doing many stuff. And getting on YouTube, for example, is something that I never thought I would ever do in my entire world. And I started doing it, not because I'm the best at it yet, right? It's just something I love to do. I love to be a blessing to somebody in whatever way I can be. And hey, this brings me self-love. Like, oh wow, it makes me love myself more. Like, oh, when someone talks to me, like I was talking to someone, he said, oh, I shared your video to somebody and they said that, oh, this is exactly what they are going through in life and it's a blessing to them. When I see it, I don't even know that that's what happened. Imagine indirectly I'm a blessing to somebody in some way, shape, or form. Why? I just found what I like to do and I'm doing it. Yours may just be like me here, trying to start a YouTube channel. If that's what you want to do, you could just go ahead and do it. You don't need to be the best at it. Just dive into it, boom, start doing it. As simple as that, guys. I'm telling you, be a blessing to someone, put a smile on somebody's face. You may not, start a YouTube channel to be talking like I am. It could be to cook, it could be fun, it could just be whatever. Encourage somebody, motivate somebody out there. There's definitely somebody out there. Like I always say, there's so many people out there, millions of people. There are millions of people out here. Just because we are all doing the same thing doesn't mean no. There will be some people that will love your content and not like mine. Some people will like mine and may not love yours. You may want to start a business. If that's what you've always wanted to do, go for it. Don't sit at home and say, oh, I don't think I'm good for this. Oh, I don't think I can ever do this. Oh, I'm good for nothing. Excuses will not put food on your table. Excuses will not make you love yourself. Excuses will not make you be a better version of yourself. Excuses will not even be like make you be more confident. And listen, the truth is, although I didn't tell that person, when they told me that, I was like, oh, wow. I was like, so this thing I love is a blessing to somebody. That put a smile on my face, right? It can even make me, be out there, smile more like, wow, I'm happy that somebody, loves my content. Somebody liked or likes what I do or I did that day. So why am I saying this? I'm pushing you and I'm motivating you at the same time. You don't even know that what you like, somebody out there is in need of it. You may be good at cooking and someone out there just needs your recipe, or somebody out there just, it could even be you like smiling, you like fun, and you do it. And you put a smile on somebody. It could be as simple as a text message. Maybe you love to send somebody a motivational message. Just sending that message out there to that person will push that person to be happy. You don't know, I've realized that in life, the little things are the things that make such a great impact. You see some people, they can have a mansion and you'll be like, oh my God, what can I even give this person? They have the whole world. And boom, maybe you just send them a text message and they are happy. You like to encourage people and you've used that to encourage somebody and they are happy. You put a smile on their face. Why? It gives you a self-love. It gives you a self-worthiness, like, oh, I'm good for something. Oh, wow, I did accomplish this thing. It's as simple as that, guys. So you can start today. Don't make excuses. Maybe you want to start going to the gym. I'm going to come to that very soon, guys. Do those things that make you, happy, go for it. So another thing that is going to make you have that self-love and self-worthiness is that you need to give yourself a treat. Yeah, it may sound simple, but it's not. Most of the time we burn ourselves out like, oh my gosh, I'll do this, I want to go up, I want to come down, and all this kind of stuff. Do you take yourself out sometimes? Do you give yourself a treat sometimes? Give yourself a treat. Take yourself out, have maybe yogurt, ice cream. Just take yourself shopping. Go to the mall. Buy yourself some treats, some gifts, and some good stuff. As simple as that. You need it. When you do that, I'm telling you, you'll be happy. You'll be wow. So I got this, right? You need that. That is who you are. Don't let yourself or don't let anything, talk to you otherwise. Go ahead and take yourself out. Give yourself a treat, guys. So another thing, is you have to shun people's opinions. I've come to realize that in this world, some people, even when you don't invite them into your matter, they want to give you the best advice ever, right? They want to tell you, oh, you're not doing it right. You should do it this way. Oh, do it this way. You should have done it this way. A lot of people are doing things this way and all of that. Please shun people's opinion. Don't listen to them. Shun their opinion. Move on with life. Do the things that you want to do that will make you happy. If you want to take everybody's opinion, you will end up not even having your own opinion, because that's what one time I was like, oh, this person said this, oh, let me do it this way. Oh, this person said this, let me do it this way. Oh, this person said this, let me do it this way. Oh, this person said it, let me do it this way. At the end of the day, you lose your personality, you lose who you are, you lose your persona, you lose everything. You even lose who you truly are. You lose what makes you happy. You lose everything. And at the end of the day, whose life are you really living? African parents may not like what I'm about to say. Sometimes growing up, oh, go and study science is good for you. It's different when they're trying to orientate you. Don't get me wrong, right? African parents say, oh, go and be a medical doctor. Boom, boom, boom. You start going, okay, let me be a medical doctor. Maybe you're supposed to be an artist, but now they're forcing you to be a medical doctor. Oh, if that doesn't work out, oh, I want you to be an engineer. Boom, boom, boom. You're going to be an engineer. Oh, before you know it, they say, no, lawyer is good. Lawyers make money. Boom, 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 you're trying to be a lawyer. Oh, well, it's not really good. Handwork is good. Have a handwork. Be handy and all of that. Boom, boom, you now turn, oh, let me go do handwork. At the end of the day, you are confused. You're not even living your own life. And so for most African parents, when you want to be who you really want to be or like to be and all of that, they'll not say, oh, you're not doing things the way, in this family, we've never done it like this. Please live your life to yourself. Be you. Don't live your life rather, just because this person said this. Oh, my mom said this. My auntie said this. My dad said this. My whoever said this. Is that what God is telling you to do? If God tells you or wants you to be or do that thing, go ahead and do it. Is that really what you like to do? Go ahead and do it. Life continues, guys. As simple as that. So another thing to really love yourself is you have to be grateful. You have to be thankful. First of all, like, you have to be appreciative. Appreciate yourself when you do good things. When you accomplish goals, appreciate yourself for that. You deserve an award. Wow, I did good today. I actually walked a mile. Oh, I ate healthy today. Oh, I've lost 3 pounds. Go easy on yourself. Go gentle on yourself. Be thankful to yourself. Be thankful to God, the people around you. When you do that, I'm telling you that you will feel loved. Because if every day, oh, what have they ever done for me? Oh, this my uncle there has never done anything for me. You are always so ungrateful. Even the things that people do for you, you never see it and you will never see it. Why? Because you have just never been a grateful person. It's different. There are some people, just because they did good to you, they think that you owe them your life. That's different. Some people do good things to you and now want to oppress you. That's different. But overall, be grateful. Say thank you for this, thank you for that, and all those kind of good stuff, right? Yeah. So be grateful, be thankful, be appreciative, and life goes on, guys. So the next thing is, do something that you really like to do. It could be music. Listen to music. It's going to build your self-worth, your self-esteem. Listen to music. If you want to draw something or if you're artistic, go ahead and do that. Those things will help you. Those things will build you up. Those things will make you happy. Those things will make you to be even a better version of yourself. Oh my gosh, this music I listened to inspired me to do this. Oh my gosh, I love drawing. When you draw it, it makes you express, what you're feeling inside and all those kind of good stuff, right? Yeah, so it's as easy as that. And another thing is self-care, guys. You have to take care of yourself. If you take showers, I know that's TMI. Oh, you need to, maybe you want to do your hair, just go do your hair, feel free. Oh, I need to go to a massage parlor. Oh, I need to do my pedicure. I need to do manicure. I need to do massage, whatever. Just take yourself out, right? Self-care. Oh, and all those good things, right? Another thing that I want to talk about is you have to eat healthy. For you to self-love yourself, eat healthy. Health is wealth. If you don't take care of your health, I'm telling you, it can be your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health. If you are not healthy, boom, boom, you can't do what you want to do. You can't even love yourself. You always feel like some garbage or trash because, oh my gosh, I don't feel good, and all those kind of stuff. So eat healthy, be happy, and exercise, guys. If you need to go to the gym, good. If you need to walk a mile or walk 5 minutes, go ahead and do it. Exercise is going to make you feel good. It's going to make you feel worthy. It's going to make you feel that you are the best thing that ever happened to yourself. Go ahead and do that. And I want to talk about the last but least thing I want to talk about is for you to even love yourself, self-love yourself, you need to discover who you truly are. You know, I always say this all the time, that you are not on earth by accident. You are on earth for a reason. So if you are able to discover who you truly are, then you start living your life. So when you discover what you need to be doing, then you will, be happy. You will live a great life because, hey, I know who I am, I know what I need to be doing, and all those good stuff, right? Yeah, so that's it. Discover who you are, know your purpose. Why am I on earth for? Why am I born? And all those good stuff. Discover who you are. As simple as that. So guys, the last but not the least I want to talk about is that you need to pray. Look, even the Bible says that you should pray at all times. If you don't pray, maybe you want to do your things like, oh God, help me do this. You can't do it on yourself. You can't even love yourself, because even the Bible says that the heart of man is desperately wicked. You cannot even love yourself. Talk less of loving other people, right? So for you to really love yourself, you need to pray, God, help me to do this, to do that. So to self-love yourself and all those kind of stuff, you need to pray to God to help you. Because imagine if you had a contract and that contract didn't come through. What happens? Oh my gosh, I think I'm good for nothing. Oh, I knew that I would never realize any good thing in life. That's you bashing yourself, saying all kinds of negative stuff, against yourself, forgetting that just because you're saying all those negative things, it may really come to pass. Guys, so that's all about the reasons I wanted to share with you guys about self-love, self-care, and all those things, guys. I'm telling you that you may be watching me. I always say this on the other side of the screen, and you are wondering, like, can I really love myself? Yes, you can love yourself. You don't need people to love you for you to feel that you are loved. Even God says that he loves you so much. That's why he sent his son to die for you, okay? That's why he sent Jesus to love you. And people may not love you, or you may think that you're good for nothing. And I always say this all the time. If you think you need someone to talk to, you can always contact me. I'm free to talk with you, and feel free, and we can dissect what the matter is, right? So without further ado, self-love is very important. When you walk out of here today, walk with your head high. Hey, that's right. Well, you say, trust me, I love myself most. That's right. You have to love yourself more than anything in this world. Nobody can truly love you more than the way you will love yourself. God loves you first, and you have to love yourself. Because if you think that, oh, I love my kids, my husband more, I'm telling you, those people will fail you. Yeah, but God will never fail you. And you yourself, you maybe fail yourself sometimes, right? But I'm telling you, love yourself, take care of yourself. If you think you need to do a new hairdo, go ahead. You need to go shopping, buy new clothes for yourself, go ahead and do that. Almost everybody sometimes that come into your life, some of them are maybe coming for their personal gain, right? But love yourself. Show yourself love. Be patient to yourself. Be kind to yourself. And all those good things, guys. Without further ado, I want you to remember, if you love this content, I will be here every Sunday evening. Let's talk. It's always a time where we can talk with and to each other, guys. Without further ado, I want you to remember that you are beautiful and that you are the beauty of Christ. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. If you have not yet liked the video, please go ahead and like the video. Give me a thumbs up, share to friends and family. And remember that we come on here every Sunday to have fun talk and every good thing. If you have a video idea, go ahead and don't forget to send to me. I want to talk, with you guys. And above all, remember that we are in this together, okay? Be amazing, stay beautiful, and go for your dreams. This is another week to hustle, to go for your dreams, to realize your dreams, guys. Until next time, it's always plenty of love, plenty of amazing love, kisses, hugs, and every good thing that you can think of. It's always going to be from me to you guys. Remember, like I said, you are beautiful, you are amazing. Don't let anybody talk to you otherwise. Go for your dream. This is another week. Hustle like never before. Pray like never before. Be happy like never before. Self-love yourself like never before. And every good thing that you can think of. Okay, until next week again, guys. Stay safe, mask up, and be beautiful. Bye-bye.